y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are going to get ready together. We're going to be testing some new makeup. I made an order at Sephora. I bought the new LYS setting spray. I bought the new Fenty foundation. I have the ABH mascara. I have some Revlon, some Milk makeup, like stuff we're going to be testing out, trying. I want to put some makeup on my face. I am excited. Let me zoom y'all in and we will jump into it. Okay, y'all, we are going to be trying out the new Fenty foundation today. So I do already have on my primer. I prepped my skin this morning. I used my Ordinary Copper Peptides serum. I used my Lawless Forget the Filler, like the moisturizer plumping primer thing. We talked about it in last week's Get Ready With Me, I believe. So I used those to prep my skin. I will link them down below. And I'm also wearing my Glamlight Scooby-Doo Scooby Snack lip sleeping mask, so my lips will be nice and hydrated starting off our makeup. I am using my Topicals Sealed Active Scar Primer, and we used this in our last Get Ready With Me. I've now used it a good amount of times, so I'm in the process of reviewing it, but I like to really press this into my skin, let it set. I'm not ready to review this yet, but I'm really enjoying it. Now, this is a silicone-based primer. It has medical grade silicone, and I saw a couple of questions of y'all asking me, like, is it gonna break me out? Anything like that. And I know there's like different things out there, but from all the research I've shown, silicone should not clog pores because the molecules are too large to do that. So for me, this primer has been working really great, but I do want to test it more before I follow up and give you my overall complete thoughts. So I did prom with that. That's what we're starting with today. You can see I have some discoloration on my face. My skin is like just a little irritated from the weather. Honestly, my allergies have been high, so my skin's a little red. I did put on a little bit of my glow. I'm wearing my True Match Lumi Glotion like on my chest, so if you see a little bit of glow there. But we're going to start with this foundation. So this is the Fenty Eaze Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. So I love my Eaze Drop. I love my Fenty Eaze Drop. I bought it originally in the shade 12, and it wasn't a perfect shade, but it was very nice. So since I loved it so much, I did also buy shade 14, which is a summer shade for me, but I really love mixing it with 12. So I didn't want to buy two of the stick without ever trying it. So I did buy 14, and I thought, you know, it may be too dark and I can mix in some of my Eaze Drop in the shade 12. But here is what the stick looks like. So I bought this from the Sephora site. It says blurs and evens complexion, light coverage, and a smooth glide stick. So we're into it. We are into that. You get 0.32 ounces of product. I don't remember the last time that I have tried a stick foundation, so I might be putting on too much. I really don't know, but I'll put it on to this area and we'll see. We'll blend it in. We'll see how it goes. If it's like too much, we'll see if this is too much. If so, I'll blend it away. It'll be fine. We'll try it with a sponge. We'll try it with a brush. We'll see, because I'm curious. Like I said, I love the original Eaze Drop so much. So I have high hopes for this one. Okay, so I'm going to start first by pressing this in with my Unearthly Cosmetics brush. This shade is described by Fenty. Let me see. Let me look it up so I don't say it wrong. This is medium with warm olive undertones. And that is exactly how I would describe my skin. Warm olive. or olive warm leaning is normally what I say. So I'm going to press this in. Well, you can see I'm just pressing, and wow, Batman, that looks great to me. And that, like, did you see it? You saw it, right? Like, you saw here we've got some discoloration, a little bit of redness over here. Just like tinted, it evened things out. Why though? Why does it look so beautiful? Why does it look so beautiful? Let me look up close. Okay though, but really? Why? Like, you can still see some imperfections. Sometimes, like, I hear myself say imperfections and I'm thinking, it's literally skin. Like, who is perfect? No one. No one. But you know what I mean. Like, I have some discoloration, some texture, but overall I'm pretty happy with my skin. So that looks amazing though, right? Like, that looks amazing. Does that look amazing? Because that looks amazing to me. So let's do this. You can see side to side. You can see side to side. But let's do this. Let me put some on this side and we'll try it with the sponge and we'll see how it does. I did want to point out that the primer I'm using is silicone, like I said, silicone based. And the first ingredient on the Fenty Beauty is dimethicone, I believe. Yes, so they're going to work well together. They're both silicone based, which, you know, can be great for my oily skin. Okay, I'm so happy with how this covered my redness. I have some redness on my nose as well, so I'm excited to kind of put this skin tint there. But let's see how this foundation does with the sponge now. So I'm just going to kind of press this in with my sponge and we'll see how that does. Oh, I think that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks just as nice from side to side. So it seems like brush or sponge, it doesn't really matter. I think maybe I got a little more coverage with my brush over here than I did with the sponge. Yeah, it's supposed to be a light coverage foundation and I think it's looking great. Let me cover up let me cover up my redness on my nose. Put a little squiggle on my forehead, and I will buff this in. Okay, so here's what the Fenty foundation is looking like. I think it's looking really great. So let me read you some more about the foundation. It says it's light coverage, Longwear tint stick. I'm oily. I'm 36. Am I 36? No, I'm 35. Right. Math. You know, it is a Longwear, listen, all of that. I'm oily. I want my makeup to last. I live in a hot, humid place. That's where I was going with it before, you know, we move on. Creamy, smooth texture, blur, melt into the skin for a natural finish. Yes. So, here we have it. I do want to add some brightness to the face though, because I think I have a good shade match, but maybe a smidge lighter would be good. So I'm going to put on my Natasha Denona concealer. I love the Natasha Denona concealer. This is shade YN9. I'm going to put some on the forehead, down the nose, on my chin. I'll be careful with the chin though, because I don't want to highlight this one little breakout I have. So while that sets, because I like to let my concealer warm up on my skin before I blend it in. That way, like, it's just easier to blend. I feel like it looks nicer when I let it warm up. So let's look, because I got something exciting in the mail. Okay, look y'all. I got a big box from Milk, and I was actually planning to purchase these. We talked about these in Sunday's Judging New Makeup. These are the Gloss Up Shine Out Odyssey Lip Oil Glosses. So we'll definitely use these today. I have these. I'm so incredibly happy to have these. These are the lip and cheek sticks. And I have a couple of these and really, really like them. So we're gonna use one. We're gonna use one today as like a cream blush. So I'm going to quickly blend in this concealer. This is not a new concealer. This is a concealer I love and have loved since it launched. I love it so much. I'm gonna blend this in and then we will go in with one of these milk sticks. Not a new to me formula, but a new to me shade. Okay, concealer is blended in. We're gonna use the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Sheer Blush Tint. And this is in the shade Muse. I think this is gonna be like, let's see, kind of a red berry color, something like that. Ooh, isn't it so tiny? It's so cute. I mean, a little product, you know, is all that's needed. But let me twist this up because I had like a purple berry color before and then like a light pink, and I really like them. I mainly use them on the cheeks, but you can use them on the lips as well. So let's just kind of put this on. You can see it's not like crazy pigmented, anything like that. It is more of like a tint. So I'm putting mine on. You don't have to put this much on, but you know, I like a lot, okay? I like a lot. So, and then I'll just kind of press it in with my sponge. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a super cute like blush color for today. And I like this formula too with a light coverage foundation because it is more of a tint. And I think it's just like super pretty to have this like tinted skin that's just kind of evened out. Definitely not full coverage, but a skin tint, you know, light coverage with a blush tint on the cheeks. Like, doesn't that look nice? It looks like a nice, healthy skin flush, you know? Cute, not overpowering. Now, I can layer it up, but I don't want to today. I want to keep it just like this, kind of on the more sheer light side. Okay, so we are blushed. I'm ready to set my face. So I'm going to use my One Size Ultimate Setting Powder Sweet Honey. Sweet Honey shade, which is more like the yellowy golden shade. I really like this shade. So I'm gonna set my face with this. Let me see, let me get my powder, let me get my powder puff, and I'm going to just press it in and set this under eye. I've loved this One Size powder for so long, and I'm so happy that they finally like started kind of expanding their translucent shades. So yeah, here we have set, here we have unset. I'm just going to set the rest of my face really quickly to lock everything down. Okay, I am going to buff in my Melt Glazed Skin Sheer Finishing Powder. I love, love, love this finishing powder. So I'm going to pick it up on a big green unearthly brush, and I'm going to press it in. I already reviewed this on my channel. If you missed my last speed review video, definitely check it out. But it just brings a little life back to the skin. It's glowy without looking, you know, like a highlighter. It just brings a little bit of like skin back after, you know, I kind of mattify and set everything down. So with the powder, without the melt powder, and I love this big brush for buffing it all on. So what I'm going to do next is fill in my brows. I included my brows in a couple of videos not too long ago, so definitely check it out. Check out those other videos if you want to see me do my brows. But it's just the same thing I always do. So I'm gonna fill in my brows, and then we'll do like shadow. We will do eyeshadow together. I want to just play with some palettes that I'm currently reviewing, and we'll have a good time. All right, brows are filled in. We are going to pair the ColourPop Naruto palette. We're gonna pair this with another one, but I want to reach in like to this green color. I want to use that one. We're just gonna do something simple. I want to use that palette some more. I'm working on reviewing it, and we're gonna use it with my Isamaya palette. This one I've been really taking my time with, so I want to play with these sparkly shades some more. I bought this palette. This one was gifted to me. I do have videos on both of these though, so if you want to see close-ups, swatches, all of that, I have a video with this palette. I have a video with this palette already on my channel, but I am going to start with my Layin Low MAC paint pot as an eyeshadow base, and then we're going to go in with that matte green from the ColourPop palette. Okay, so I've got that green shade on my brush. I'm using my Game Beauty brushes. I really like these shapes that they've come out with. I know they launched their brushes a couple of weeks ago, and I've just really been enjoying them. So I'm going to just kind of press this green all here in the socket, above the socket, below. This is kind of a cool toned, almost gray green. I'm gonna bring it down to the lid as well, right out here. And then I'm just going to spend a little time blending back and forth, making sure I have that shade kind of blown out. I'm also going to bring that same color on my same brush down under my lower lash line, just keeping this really, really like blended, blown out, nothing super like intense, you know? Okay, I have that shade down how I want it. It's just kind of like blown out and messy. So I want to jump over to this matte with sparkle shade right here called Ramen Ichiraku. And I'm going to pick that up on a fluffy brush. Again, these like purple brushes are Game Beauty. And I'm going to put those not really under the brow bone, but under, like, I'm sorry, not under, on top of where I stopped with that green. So just kind of buffing out the edges like this, back and forth. It's a very fluffy brush, and I'm just picking up little amounts of shadow at a time and barely grazing my skin. Just using this as like an extra blending shade, you know? All right, I have my shadow blended how I want it. So we're gonna reach into our Isamaya Industrial Color Pigments 2.0 palette, and I wanna go in with this shade right down here. It's like this blue, brown, silvery color, really pretty. I've been enjoying this palette a lot. My initial impression from my video that I did on this has not really changed. I still feel the same, that it's really beautiful, really nice. I like the shadows in here, but I do prefer some of my other favorite indie brands, maybe a little bit more like Adept, you know, specifically when I think about super sparkly shades. So I do like this palette a lot though, and I think you get some pretty cool formulas. So I've been enjoying playing with it. Let me put down my Inslee Rain Glitz Fix Prime and Shine kind of in this blank space right here, and I'm gonna pack this shadow on top of the glitter primer for like extra intensity. Okay, so I put that Glitz Fix down. I have my shadow on my brush. I did spray my brush after I picked up the shadow. I sprayed it with a little bit of setting spray, makeup mist, whatever you want to use, just to help me like get all the intensity, kind of minimize fallout. Fallout does not bother me a ton though, like it's not that big of a deal. but I love the way wetting my brush just makes the shadow like apply. So I do that 99.9% of the time. I'm applying a shimmer or sparkle or really anything that's not matte. So I'm just going to kind of get that pressed onto my lid on top of that Glitz Fix. And once I have it pressed off, then I'm going to go and just blend. And then I'll even go back to the brush that I used for that matte green. And I will kind of make sure like I have a nice little fade, a nice little blend right here. I don't want to cover up that matte. I want to leave it matte in the outer corner, but I just want to pick up like a little bit of that shadow and kind of make sure that they blend and mesh well together. Okay, so once I have that blended, I'm taking the brush with no additional product and I'm just going to blend again under my lower lash line to kind of bring the sparkle that I pick up on my brush, to kind of bring that underneath the lower lash line, to not like layer a shadow on top, but just to kind of disperse that sparkle to make the eye look really like blown out, fresh, you know, not too precise, maybe even a little messy. Okay, I'm loving the way my eye is coming together. I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's something about the way these tones are working together that I'm really into. I think you can see that like duochrome shift of this shade really well on my lid. And I want to highlight the inner corner, and I think I'm going to go in with this shade instead of something like super light and bright. This one is kind of like a lime gold green to like this really warm gold. Really pretty. So I'm going to pick this up again on a Game Beauty brush, and I am going to spray my brush and then pop this on the inner corner. Okay, so I've got my brush sprayed with my setting spray, and I'm going to just take this right here on the inner corner. I'm going to press it on first to get all that sparkle, all that beautiful shadow off my brush. And then once I have it pressed on, I'm going to just blend a little bit. And I do want to put on a tiny bit of black liquid liner on my top lashes. I'm going to use my Revlon ColorStay Micro Easy Precision Liquid Liner. I've been enjoying that one. It's been working out nicely. That's another one that we did like for the first time. I tried in a testing new makeup last week. So if you want to see my first impression, definitely check that out. But Revlon sent me some things. We're going to use the eyeliner. The eyeliner was one of them. And we'll use some Revlon lip products here in just a bit. But after I do the eyeliner, I bought the ABH Lash Sculpt Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. I don't normally love mascaras when I first try them. Usually I like them after about a week when they've been opened and closed and they've dried out a little bit. But in the spirit of first impressions, we're going to try it together today. So I'm going to line my eyes with my Revlon, and then we will do the mascara together. Okay, I zoomed you in even more so we can really test this mascara together. So I bought this from Sephora. It is the Lash Sculpt Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it's just like a black shade, but here's what the packaging looks like. Really nice and luxe. And here's what the bristles look like. Let me hold it up in front of my face so you can see. Because the wand doesn't necessarily look like anything like revolutionary. It doesn't look like anything super duper special. So let's try it on. I want to just kind of go in like I normally would with mascara and see kind of the result we get with a brand new mascara. Again, my opinion may change in a week as this mascara like changes a little bit, but time will tell. I just thought I have it, let's try it together, you know? So I'm gonna make sure I get all my lashes coated. Okay, so here's what the mascara is looking like. It's not dried yet. I have not curled my lashes, nothing like that. I just wanted to show you like my first impression. And right now it doesn't look amazing in my opinion. Again, I don't usually love mascaras my first time trying them. I will say I like how it applied though. I feel like the brush, the like length of it or the size of it makes it really easy to get like close to the lash line. I like that. And I feel like the tip of the wand is really easy to get right here in this outer corner and in this inner corner. So I look forward to testing this, trying this out some more, and we're doing first impressions, of course, but I do always follow up. I posted a speed review video earlier this week following up and reviewing products that I had been testing before. I will definitely keep doing those. So you'll see full reviews from me on the new things we test today in the future after I really test and try them. And this mascara will be one of those. But first impression, not bad. I look forward to using it more. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. I'm going to find something to put in my waterline, and I think I'll throw on a lash and I'll be back because we have some new lip products to test. I need to bronze. We're not done yet. Okay, y'all, here is the eye look with a little half lash thrown on. I am wearing in the waterline, I went with the Odin's Eye Soulmon Gel Liner in 006. I thought this light, kind of like muted olive would be pretty with the eye look. I have to say, I'm loving the way this Fenty foundation is looking on the skin. I think it looks so fresh and pretty. I like the way that Melt blush is kind of peeking through. Very, very cute. Like I'm feeling the new stuff that we're testing and trying. So let's bronze. I'm not testing a new bronzer, so I'm gonna quickly bronze up with my Fenty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. Okay, so I have that bronzer on one of my green unearthly brushes. This is the brush 1, I think. And so I'm just going to bronze up the skin. I love this bronzer. It's a favorite for a reason. It never misses. It always blends. It's just beautiful. And I think we will skip blush and just let that cream blush be on its own, you know, no powder blush over top. But I do want to do like a blush topper so we can have a little bit more glow. Instead of a highlight, we'll do something glowy though. Okay, so we're bronzed and I can still see that milk blush. So I just want to add a little bit of glow, but I don't necessarily want to like highlight. So I'm gonna grab my Valentina Face Trio from Adept because we have these beautiful like glowy blushes. So I want to take this kind of deeper shade over here. I think that's going to be really pretty on top of our Milk Muse from Milk is what we used. Muse. So I think this blush is like this blush topper, glowy blush, whatever, is going to be really pretty on top of that. So I'm going to use my Unearthly brush. This is a highlighter brush, again, just from the green set. And I'm going to kind of like put that just on top of the blush and then blend it so we have more of like a glow. And then we're going to try our new setting spray. So this face trio from Adept, not new. I've had this for a while, but the setting spray we're going to use is new. So I'm going to just blend in this blush topper, and then we're going to use our LYS setting spray. So many of y'all were telling me that you love this and that it really locks your makeup in and extends the wear. So this is the Skin Loyalty Blur Mattify Set Makeup Setting Spray. And we'll try it. We will definitely try this. It says it's a mattifying setting spray that hydrates the complexion and locks it in for all day wear. So it says it's lightweight, blurs the look of pores, texture, fine lines, and you're just supposed to spray your face. So we will test it. This is the first product I'm ever trying from LYS. I have high hopes. So let me finish blushing, and then we will spray the face before we go in with our lip products. Okay, we have our setting spray. It says natural finish. I'm loving the triangle packaging. Let's spray it and see like how fine the mist is. So, whoops, that was like a squirt. There we go. Okay. I always like test new setting sprays by like spraying them that way first, because sometimes the first like spray will be like a burst, you know? So I have my Half Magic fan. We love her, a favorite. I use this fan every single time I do my makeup. It's just so fun. So I'm gonna spray my face and we will use our fan. Okay, shake, shake, shake. Let me hold it back. Let me zoom y'all out so y'all can see me spray my face. There we go. Okay. Maybe excessive, but it was just feeling nice, so I just kept spraying, you know? So now I'm just going to make sure the setting spray is like dry. I don't feel like my face is wet at all before I open my eyes, because I don't want to like crease up my shadow or anything, because I had anything like any setting spray on my lid that would move the shadow. I'm just gonna do like this, and then we will see. Now, of course, with the longevity of the spray and how it makes the makeup last, I will definitely follow up. That's going to take me using this a lot before I can fully review it, but I definitely will. First impression, let's look at it. I always feel like my makeup looks better after I use a setting spray, because I feel like it just kind of like meshes everything together. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like everything is like coming together beautifully. So let's give this another minute to dry. It feels pretty dry, but I'm just gonna hold the fan on for another minute, and then we're gonna do lips together. Okay, let's do lips. I have these lip colors from Revlon I want to try. This is the Revlon ColorStay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Chocolate. So it's a twist up lip liner. I am curious about this one. I think like a chocolatey shade will be pretty with our eye look and our blush and all. So let's see. It's definitely pigmented. It doesn't feel dry or anything like that. Feels nice. Maybe, I'm trying to see. I'm like, is it gonna be too creamy? But so far, so good. It's gliding on really well. And we have a nice like twist up for the pencil. So I'm just going to line my lips, and then we have a lipstick to try. Okay, our lip liner is on. I think it's looking good. I like it with this eye look. I like it with this blush color. So let's try this lipstick. This is the ColorStay Suede Ink lipstick from Revlon, and this is the shade 012 Power Trip. So lip suede, I'm intrigued. Let's try it on. Oh, that's a pretty color. Oh, that's really pretty with this lip liner too. I kind of like that. Ah, okay. All right, Revlon, look at it. It is going on nicely. That's pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna go back with my lip liner and kind of fade so that we have a nice like blend from the darker lip liner to the lighter lipstick. So I'm just going to do like this and kind of blend. Okay, so here is how our lip is coming together. I definitely want to put like an oil on top. I have these from Milk that I want to try. I'm so excited. And I cannot believe they sent me these because I told y'all on Sunday I was definitely going to be buying this one right here. Globetrot, the like blue shimmery one. I love a good shimmer, but since I have them all, I think with this lip color, I am going to go with Voyage, this like blackberry type color. I think this will be really pretty. This more like, yeah, blackberry purpley tone. Let's, this is crazy. This is crazy to me. Let me tell you what they say. Let's read about their lip oils. Gloss Up, Shine Out, Odyssey Lip Oil Gloss. Hydrating, says it's not sticky or drying. It's made with crushed gemstones. That sounds fancy. Okay, vitamin rich oils, shine, hydration. Says they're semi sheer shades, shimmer and cream. So let's try these. These are available now. So I will link them and everything I talk about today down below. It'll be linked in the description box. If I have any like affiliate codes, non-affiliated codes, discount codes, whatever, it'll be in the description box. But I think I'm gonna swatch all these maybe on like Instagram, TikTok. So let's go in, let's do Voyage. This is a cream, so this is not a shimmer. High shine, goji berry extract, smooth, non-sticky. I'll be the judge of that. I will be the judge of that, Milk, because we'll see. We will see. I will let you know if I hate it, because lip oils, I do not want them to feel like I was cooking and leaned over like the pan and got oil on my mouth. You know, like some lip oils can feel that way. They can feel really like olive oily, and I'm not about that life. And these are $26. So let's see. This looks really pigmented though. Like that looks way more pigmented than I was thinking. I like this packaging though. I feel like that looks cool. Okay, let me swatch it right. Oh, okay. It does have some pigment. Semi-sheer is a good word for it because there's definitely some color there, but it's not opaque. Semi-sheer, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see how it looks. I like this applicator. It's got a nice point to it. Hugs the lip. Okay. Okay, top lip with the oil. Bottom lip without the oil, just so you can kind of see the difference. But I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna finish putting this on. I just thought, you know what, before I go on to the bottom lip, let me just show y'all so you can kind of see like the gloss versus the non-gloss. But let me put this on the bottom lip. Let me see. Ooh, that's so pretty. Let me see if we feel sticky. And oh, that's really beautiful. Okay, let's see how it feels. Okay, I just went to Sephora's site because I'm like, this smells very faintly sweet, and it says that it is a natural vanilla bergamot scent, so that makes sense. It's not very strong, it's just barely there, and this actually says that it has cloudberry seed oil, which I really like. It's supposed to be really nourishing. So I'm just kind of like smoothing everything out now. All right, y'all, here is the finished look. I am really into this look. I feel great. I cannot wait to wear this throughout my day. Now, it is a little bit later in the day for me. I do have a lot to do, but I'm not going to be like doing a full day wear test or anything today. But I will definitely keep you updated in future videos. I know some of y'all asked that, you know, maybe I could put like a pinned comment if I had done a wear test, something like that. So I definitely will try to do that in the future, but my makeup's probably only gonna be on like 8-ish hours today, so not too long. But the lip oil feels nice, it feels comfortable, doesn't feel sticky or tacky or anything like that. I'm really pleased with my makeup. I'm excited to keep testing and trying these things. Make sure you do subscribe if you want follow-ups, because I always follow up once I have my full thoughts. Still really enjoying the Topicals primer, and yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it. So I hope you're having a great day. Please do subscribe so my videos keep showing up for you. I have lots of content planned, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.